Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy JMatt, back with another reaction, man. I'm working overtime. I made a vow to myself that I'm gonna produce more content in 2021. You ain't got to get ready if you already ready. So before 2021 start, I'm gonna end 2020 with exactly the mentality I'm trying to walk into that new year with. See, man, I be thinking. Let's get into this reaction, man. Cheers.
Straight over. Smokehouse beats.
All right, like I said, got another reaction, and this was so this is gonna be a follow up to that last Kevin Samuels reaction that we did. I say we did it because we watched together for educational purposes, and that was very entertaining. So I guess the chick from that show is back again because it went viral. So now you got to capitalize on those moments, and she's on another show. I don't know what this show is called. But I think it says Pop Up Match. Maybe that's the name of the show. But I guess they featured her. They featured her on their show, and I'm assuming they're going to be speaking about that viral moment. And it's crazy now because her name, she's known as the average at best girl, man. You got to. She's gonna have to work to like recover her name. Like it's almost like when you like them child stars that get just pigeonholed into a certain role, like that's her. Like she's always going to be known as the average at best chick. So, man, let's see what happens. Let's see what this shit is about, man.
Preference. Describe your ideal man.
All right. Now, the quality of this video ain't that good, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't spike on me. But this video quality is pretty bad. All right. And before I even turn it back on, she's trying her best to look really like sexy right here. It looks like she got the one shoulder off on one side. You know what I'm saying? She got the low cut. She trying to look a little sexier than before, but she still got that real bad hairpiece in. And so we just gonna have to see how this work out.
My ideal man will be one, have good character, two, the good father, a masculine man, someone who's self-driven.
I think she need to take a little bit of that money and get the grill. Just work on the grill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like the veneers and like the nice grills is in. So you don't have to do this to yourself when you trying to go after high value men. You acting like what, you don't think they gonna look in your mouth?
Dishes, and who has tenacity. He said masculine. What's masculine to you? Masculine is not necessarily a physical trait, but it has core values of a traditional man and traditional role. Someone who's a problem solver, someone who has that desire to want more out of life. I have that desire to want more out of life and live my best life, and I want someone who has that desire too. I don't want to be with a partner where I'm like, hey, you should start your own business. You should do this to better our life. Like, and then I feel like I'm being a mother to them, or they may feel like I'm.
So she's already starting off contradicting herself from the last, little moment that she had with Kevin Samuels. So before, I remember what stood out to me is she said that she tries to give dudes that's beneath her a chance. So it's like that's kind of conflicting with the fact that you said that you want men with tenacity and all these other things. So she's kind of proven early on in this video what Kevin was saying, which is you really don't know what you want. And a lot of times you don't know what you want because you're not really settled in with who you are yourself, man. That knowing self is like the biggest. That's the biggest thing, man. It's so important, man, because you can't really move into a relationship thinking that you're gonna expect all this from somebody else, man. You really don't even know what the hell you really deserve. Message: you don't really know what you deserve.
To them. So I can't
give
somebody that drive. So I figured that I need somebody who already has that's self-driven.
far as like dating, tell me what your I guess we're in a pandemic right now. So how would your ideal pandemic date go?
My ideal date would be a good view, good food, good wine,
Right.
and dance music.
Jasmine. Okay. Okay. In your spare time, what do you like to do around town?
This is a place called Wine by Design, and you get to paint and be creative and do wine. So I love doing that when I get free time.
Do you ever hang out with your girlfriends or go out?
Sometimes not too much.
Man, get to the good shit,
But
man. Don't nobody give a fuck what her ideal date
Right.
is.
Do you like to travel?
I love to travel.
Oh shit, my bad.
I love seeing new cultures and learning new things, trying new food. So anything involved there,
Okay. Got you. Got your passport?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, I just got it. Damn, I'm dumb. She's a matchmaker. Duh. I'm stupid. Y'all probably got it way longer than I did. See, I ain't even started smoking yet. She's a matchmaker, so she's asking these questions so she can understand her interests, so she can find a proper match for her. Now I get it. Damn, I'm dumb. Damn.
Yeah, I'll probably go somewhere that got
Okay.
lower COVID numbers.
But still, get to the good stuff though.
Where's the last place that you were?
Mexico.
Oh, yeah, Mexico.
Cancun.
Ah, that sounds delightful.
That was actually a real trip. So
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Tell me what if I was to round up your exes and ask them what's one good thing about Jessica and what's one major bad thing about Jessica, what would they tell you?
well, they'll say that I'm loyal, and they'll probably say that honestly, if I have an issue in a relationship, a lot of times I don't express it, especially if I feel like it's going to cause conflict, because I don't like confrontation. Like I try to avoid it if I can, and I'll hold it in. So they kind of got to push me like, what's wrong, and kind of dive a little bit deep. But there's something I'm working on. I realize.
So when was your last relationship? When did that end?
That
How long
was
has it been?
my last relationship was 2 years ago, and it lasted for almost 2 years.
Okay. So you took some time out of dating before you decided to come back, or
Yeah. When I put myself out there, a lot of times I don't go my way or don't go right, and I'm like, let me just put dating on the back burner. Let me focus back on my career. So I think in between relationships, I spend a lot of time really not even going back out there and seeing the test of waters.
so whenever we was watching the video and a lot of other professionals who work in the field, they kind of came to the same conclusion that you really weren't really being heard. Everything that you was after and kind of the reasoning why. Just tell me briefly, like, what was the whole conversation around, like, you wanting a guy that was high earning?
Okay, now we get into the good
Why
stuff.
was that important or seemed to be highlighted in that conversation?
What minute is this? 5 minutes in? I might even delete all the shit before this and just get right to this.
I would say his narrative is he's a six-figure income guy, and he's giving that's his main thing. But my thing was one is I make six figures myself. I think me wanting somebody to make six figures minimum is not that much. 6 figures is not a lot of money. It's not a millionaire. And all I was simply saying is I want my equal. Because what I learned in my past,
She said she want her
if
equal.
I date down,
Think
then
about that.
financially I'm paying for it. All of a sudden now I'm paying for the dates, and all of a sudden now I got it.
So those were experiences that you went through.
Yeah, that hinders me, and I felt like if I wasn't in those positions, I could be a lot further along because as Black women we're taught to be that ride or die chick and to hold him down till he get his rapping career off or till he get.
What did she just say? Is she taking shots? Hold him down. See, man, now she on that stereotypical stuff. See, she deserved to get gone in. She deserved it. She deserved it, man. She's just proving that everything that Mr. Samuels was saying when he said it was correct.
So you get this off, and I'm like, I'm tired of that.
It's struggle love. You got struggle love.
I'm over that. You know, I want to meet somebody on my level. Who,
And that's funny because in the last video I said she could get a rapper. She could get a rapper. Rapper don't mind that superficial stuff, especially the chicks that trying to look like video chicks, but they really not that. Like before, she said, "My face is a 5, but my body isn't." She could get a rapper.
share traditional core values as I do, and I feel like that's what's going to make me happy.
Right. So you weren't asking for a millionaire, which I didn't think you were. You were just looking for someone who was like financially stable.
Yeah. And also, you know, I didn't say the other traits, which I thought was common sense, which was core values and good character, good father. Of course, all that, but outside of that, I want this too.
You know what they say?
What?
Common sense ain't always common.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, and I think the interpersonal skills, substance, that doesn't get talked about enough.
Exactly.
And that is important. You know, that's one thing that we preach over and over with matchmaking, like trying to get down to the core of understanding that person. You know, what interpersonal skills really stand out as far as what you're attracted to, knowing yourself, knowing how you communicate, knowing what type of people can motivate and encourage you,
Knowing
and then
yourself.
the people that you're wanting to motivate and encourage as well. Another thing in that video that really stood out to everyone was the rate yourself part.
Yeah.
If you could go back over again and rate yourself, tell me how would you do it? And if you were to do it, how would you rate yourself?
I will rate myself all around. Looks, my characteristics, who I am as a person, and with all that said, I would say a 10.
Right.
But
Now you would
say
10.
just looks, and I was trying to entertain his logic or whatever he was saying. And a lot of part that people didn't hear is
Now she was entertaining his logic. He said very clearly, just your face. So you answered just for your face. Because you said when you put on makeup, you're a 6. So you thought about your answer and you clarified it because he clarified how he wanted you to rate yourself because it was based on your face.
he said that if Beyonce was an 8 and you can't use 7, what do you rate yourself? I mean, I think Beyonce is a 10, but since she's an 8 and I can't use 7, I guess I say 6. And I feel like, you know, when we wake up as women, we're average and we, you know, put ourselves together.
Did he really rate Beyonce at 8?
Yeah. Where is he?
What scale is he on?
I don't know.
Okay.
Now I don't recall the Beyonce part. Now I do remember he said you can't say 7. I missed the Beyonce being the 8 part. I did miss that. I missed that.
Okay, I understand that logic because the way it painted it out, it seemed like, you know, you were someone who had low self-esteem. And when it's taken out of context like that, then it definitely paints it to like, you know, you have low self-esteem. Your energy, your vibe, you're a very confident woman. You give off that aura. So I don't think that rating system was a fair reflection of who you are. And I think to try to put a whole person on a 1 to 10 scale anyway is kind of
Off the looks side.
yeah, like
We don't judge the partners off that.
right.
And I mean, I definitely think I'm a confident woman, but when I was put on that platform, and then I looked at my phone.
Man, you put yourself on that platform.
And you wasn't expecting
On the
that.
wrong day.
My face was up there, and I can tell
She a
that he was trying to push me, and I could tell he wanted me to be that angry black girl,
Right.
and I wasn't going to give him that. And
Right.
plus, my personality, I try to avoid conversation. So,
Now I will give her credit. She did remain calm. She didn't flip out, curse him out, or anything like that. She did remain calm. I'll give you your props on that. You did not turn into the stereotypical angry black woman. You didn't do that. I will.
it's just
Hats off.
like I just
However,
didn't want to, and I was caught off guard. And
caught on the wrong damn day.
Right.
I mean, I commend you. I commend you for not hanging up. I commend you for not going off and not being that stereotype that we see all the time as far as that angry black woman. I think a lot of people kind of they saw you and they saw someone special. The people who have the intelligence to recognize.
Wait a second. I understand this is woman to woman empowerment. You know, you gotta. She was broken down in your eyes in front of the world, so you need to build your sister back up. But there was nothing about that video where she displayed her value. I would say I don't think that came oozing out the screen during that exchange on Old Boy's show when she was given a chance to to say what traits or what good qualities she brings to relationships with men. She was talking about she could plant and shit like that. I mean, she, oh man, but whatever.
And people who see them. You are a good thing. If any man finds you, he's found a wife. You know, our show isn't about Kevin. Our show is about Jessica. Our show is about Papa Match where we take the time.
I'm sorry, I can't let that go. But if any man finds her, he's found a wife. She's found several guys before. None of them have married her. So, man, we need to be honest and just start saying, man, one man's trash could be another man's treasure, and vice versa. And you just have to wait and find out and see if that guy is going to get you, and either you're going to be the treasure or you're going to continue to be recycled trash. Not that you're trash, but just metaphorically speaking, you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, man, I think we didn't see enough, man. It's the JMatt Show. Subscribe, like if you're down. If you're not, kick rocks. Keep moving, man. It's your boy JMatt. I'm out here.